broccoli, and what will be shrimp.
And I am super ultra Mambo Tango Foxtrot ready to eat. Hello everyone and welcome to Saturday. I am not present. I am not present. Right now, I am uploading the multiplayer Wordle video. That was something that I can't even remember if I've talked about it on the vlog or not. That was an idea that Chaz had earlier this week because a bunch of our friends have been playing Wordle and really enjoying it. And Chaz was like, I bet I could make this into a multiplayer thing. And the idea was not, to like rip off the creation and have it out there for people to play or to sell it as an app or anything. Simply to do it so we could make a video on it, kind of like a proof of concept. So Chaz had this idea, he wanted to do it, and he decided he was going to do it, and he did it. The problem is, this has been, like I said already, like the busiest week that I've had in months. And it was the busiest week I've had in months before this video. And Dan has been super, super busy and swamped. And I had offered to him, I told him, I said, if you can't edit this Wordle video, I said, I'll edit it. And he actually took me up on that offer. And he said, if you could edit it, that would be great. And I said, okay. So we recorded it the other day on Thursday evening. And I haven't had any time to work on it. So I did not get a chance to start editing it until after the Pokemon stream last night. And we ended at 12:30. So like I stayed up all night in order to get this video done so it could come out today. And it was a lot of effort. It's actually, it may very well be one of the hardest videos I've ever made in the respect of asking the computer to do stuff, because when you look at that video, you're not going to think much of it because you're like, oh, it's text. However, the way that Chaz did it, all the boxes are on a web page, and we screen cap the web page, and then all of the voices are from Discord, but they're in a list in Discord. So what has to happen is all of those individual squares and then all of everyone's individual names that light up, those all have to be on their own video track. So very quickly you run into a situation where you have to have all those separate, you have to have parts of the UI separate, and some other things, and you run into over 30 video tracks very, very quickly. And I knew that was going to happen. I was like, man, editing this isn't going to be so bad. Setting it up to get started on editing it is going to be bad. And, I was looking at it, I was like, first thing I need to do, because when I record the screen or capture, stuff for like Steven and Friends, generally I capture in H.264, which is fine if you're not doing a whole lot to it. But in this particular case, I was like, I'm going to be editing the crap out of this. I'm going to be duplicating this video track 30 times. So I started by transcoding all the stuff that we recorded to ProRes, because you really want an intermediate codec if you're going to be doing that sort of work to it. I did that. I started setting it up last night, and it took forever. It took hours. It took hours. It took hours to get everything set up, to get all of the videos duplicated and then cropped and then named so I knew what they were, and then to get the layout right. And then when we were recording, and I tried to do it in such a way where you can't tell, and I don't believe you can, but in the recording, there were a few times where things got screwed up just because me or someone else had hit a button on our side that we shouldn't have, and it messed up the placement of the boxes, which doesn't mean a hill of beans when you're on a web page, but when you're referencing the particular coordinates of that video and everything shifts, it ruins it. So for the moments that happens, I have to then change everything to fix it. It was a bit of a headache. It's also a learning experience, though, because there's a few things that if we were going to do something like this again, we could probably change on Chaz's end. And Chaz tried his best to make it as easy and as accessible for video purposes as possible. Some things you can't get around. Like, if you want to have people's names light up in Discord, like, you're going to have to cut those out individually. So we had 13 people or 14 people or something. Like, those names have to be cut out individually. You're going to get stuck with 14 video tracks no matter what. But yeah, it was hard. It was really hard. So what I did is I set it all up last night, and then I was like, I'm not even going to edit this. I'm just going to get it set up so it's functional. And I was really impressed because Final Cut and the iMac, like, it played it. I could actually play the video, and there was over 30 video tracks, and it was playing, and it wasn't like the smoothest thing, but it was pretty smooth. And I was like, dang, okay, good. But I watched through it, and we recorded a bit. We recorded like an hour or so of footage. So I had an hour or so of footage. I watched through it and made sure there wasn't anything glaring that needed fixed from like the setup perspective. And when I had all that done, I was like, cool, hit export to make a ProRes file, and then I went to bed. And I didn't sleep super long, but I slept a little bit. And basically what I did is I turned those 30 video tracks into one video track, and then I could edit it. And that's what I did today. Yep. I learned some things. And, you know, next time we try to do something like this, we'll definitely alter a little bit on the back end to make it possibly a little easier. But at least it's done. I exported it, and in my opinion, it came out really good. We're going to watch it with dinner here because I want to watch it through again, and then Mao hasn't seen it. But yeah, and it cut down really well too, because it was over an hour, and I was like, that's really long for a video like this. So I was trying really hard to get it cut under 25 minutes, and I did. And then I took another pass at it, and I got it under 20, and I was like, done.
Can you give me some Old Bay?
Old Bay?
Yeah.
Yes, I can. Old Bay. Old Bay.
You're not. Oh, it's behind the onion powder. Left.
Old Bay. There you go.
Thank you.
This is looking good. This is looking really good. Anyway.
So that video is out now. I hope that you enjoyed it. It'll be a long time before we do something that complicated again, because hoo-wee. And that's something that people are never going to think about, but very specifically, if the names that are lighting up are just in a row, easy. If they are moved around on the screen, literally a nightmare. Anyway, I'm actually going to just go ahead and end the vlog because I know we're not recording anything tonight. We're going to have dinner, and then I don't know how much longer I'm going to be up. I'm completely exhausted. The good news in all of this, because I know folks are going to be concerned, the good news is, even though this week was crazy, and it absolutely was, now things calm down. They calmed down. There was a lot contributing to how crazy this week was. This did not help, but working on getting the computer all set up, which took a ton of time, working on Pokemon Let's Go and getting that set up took a ton of time, as well as several other things that we had to do. And it's been a wild week, but tomorrow will be better. And I am planning on, for the most part, taking the entirety of tomorrow off. I need it. I deserve it. So that's what I'm doing. Thank you so much for watching. And as always, let's meet back tomorrow, shall we?